Mason? I'm home. Are you here?
Hi, Julia.
Brandon, hi.
Mason said I'd be in bed by the time you got back.
I took an earlier plane. Do you know...
What, did my watch stop? I thought you weren't due home for 3 hours.
I took an earlier plane.
It's good to see you.
I would have called first, but I was afraid that I'd miss the plane, and I couldn't wait to get home.
You look tired. Can I get you anything?
Is Samantha asleep?
Yeah, we put her down about an hour and a half ago, didn't we, Brandon? So I ran out to get us a bite to eat. The double cheeseburger.
Thanks, Mason. Can I take it to my room and watch TV?
Sure, but clean up after yourself or I'll break your fingers.
I will. Glad you're back, Julia.
Thanks, Brandon. Did he say his room?
Yeah, well, the study with the pull-out sofa. You had so much to deal with in Phoenix, I thought that I'd wait to tell you.
Tell me what?
So, you trying to tell me that you don't love me anymore?
I do love you. But right now, I feel like I'm being pulled in 2 different directions.
Scott, if you love me, we can work this out, the 2 of us together.
No, I don't think that's possible. I need to do this on my own.
Okay, as long as you're being so honest with me here. Now, let me ask you something. Are you in love with Celeste?
I don't know how to answer that right now.
Don't give me that, Scott. I got up the courage enough to ask you that question. You can at least have the guts enough to give me an answer.
All I know is that right now, all I feel is that there's something unfinished between me and Celeste. The more I try to ignore it, the more it keeps coming back to me.
I see. And how long is it going to take to finish things up, Scott? What, a week, a month, a year, a lifetime?
For God's sake,
what?
Sandra, please don't act like I have some grand design here. I feel like I'm jumping into empty space. I don't know what's going to happen from this moment on. But if I continue on this track where I am right now, I'm just going to keep shortchanging us. And I can't keep doing that. You deserve a lot better than that from me.
Oh, okay, so out of respect for me, you're going to what? Ask me to let you sow your oats with Celeste, the oats you never got to sow back in '79, is that it? And then we see what happens, huh? I don't know, Scott, but as far as deals go, this one seems a little weighted in your favor.
So Brandon was awarded to you?
Just until he makes up his mind.
What if he doesn't make up his mind? Or what if he decides that he wants to stay here?
Well, would that be so terrible?
Brandon is a terrific kid, but it's going to be a huge responsibility, and it would change our lives drastically.
It's working pretty well so far.
Honey, a couple of days and a lot of junk food isn't it. I mean, we got to think about the long haul. Who's going to take him to school and pick him up? Who's going to take him to baseball practice and music lessons?
Well, aren't there carpools and buses and skateboards, that kind of thing?
Who's going to be home for him when he comes home and he wants somebody to help him with his homework?
The ubiquitous Mrs. Cobb.
Mrs. Cobb has enough trouble taking care of our daughter, and I don't think it's fair to Brandon to put him in the care of someone that he doesn't know. I don't think that's what Judge Kelly was thinking about.
The object is to take Brandon out of a situation, a sort of tug of war that was exhausting him. It's already working. I can tell how relieved he is not to have people hanging on him, demanding that he declare his allegiance every 10 minutes.
You've been there, haven't you?
Yeah. I kind of relived the whole nightmare. The difference is that I didn't have a say in the decision-making process, no distance from it. If I can just convince him that his needs are as important as everybody else's, I think it'll be a lot healthier for him.
You want a drink, Julia?
Don't you want it?
Well, I thought maybe you'd be thirsty after your plane trip. My teacher says the air in planes is really dry, and you might get dehydrated.
Dehydrated. Yeah, I am, a little bit.
Okay, you're all set.
Thanks. It's a great service, really. Yeah, that's good. It's fun.
Mason told me about your dad. I'm really sorry.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Brandon, would you see if Samantha's warm enough? She sometimes kicks her covers off during the night.
Yeah, I do that too. Okay, I'll get her all tucked in.
Okay. He can stay, but only until he's 35, and that's my best and final offer.
I knew there was a reason I was suicidal without you here.
When's the last time they gave you something for that fever?
I'm all right. I have some water. I just want you to know I didn't ask for all this to happen. I didn't. I'm not even sure if it will or not. But when Scott was here...
Oh, wait, Scott is back?
Yeah.
Scott came to see you?
He said he had to talk to Heather first. He was going to come back to tell me something.
You think that he's going to break it off with Heather?
I don't know. But I have this feeling. I guess I should be happy about this, but I'm not. I'm scared, Michael.
Well, you can't say you didn't want this.
I knew you'd be angry.
I'm sad. I had a lot of hopes for Scott and Heather. I thought maybe they had what it took to make it.
Well, maybe they don't have as much as you thought they did. I mean, if they were really right for each other, then nothing could come between them.
Well, it's still sad. People are hurt.
I've been hurt, too. I have to ask you something as a friend.
What?
If I'm right, and Scott wants us to give it another try, there's one thing he can't ever know about me, Michael.
That's a very dangerous way to think.
Please, Michael. Scott loves me for what I am right now. He doesn't have to know about what I was like in the past. Promise me you'll never tell him, please?
Of course not. That's something like that's going to have to come from you.
How could that ever come from me? How could I look at the one and only man I have ever loved in my life and tell him that I used to sell myself?
Secrets, time bombs. Celeste, I think you know that.
Of course, I'm not asking you to wait. At this point, I don't feel I have the right to ask anything from you.
You got that right, Scott.
Oh, God. I feel like I'm cutting off my arm.
Oh, God, don't be so melodramatic. The only thing you're amputating here is me, Scott.
The only way for me to keep from hurting you was to be dishonest with you, Heather.
I think we've already established how noble your motives were, Scott, but that doesn't tell me what happens next. What do we do now? We just say thanks for the good times and say goodbye? That is, if you concede that we did have good times together.
Of course we did. Honey, don't do this, all right?
Don't you call me that. You make it sound like nothing's happened. Don't call me that.
We had more than just good times. This past year has been the best year of my life.
You're damn right. It's been mine, too, Scott, so why aren't you fighting for it? God!
I am fighting for it. That's the crazy thing. I'm fighting for us to be true to what we promised each other, Heather. This has never been a halfway proposition, you and me. We insisted on openness and fairness. Before I met you, I used to be able to keep secrets. I can't do that anymore.
Scott, I tried so hard. I tried not to be afraid of your past. Every time there was a part of it that you wanted to reclaim, I supported you. Everything. I kept telling myself not to be afraid, that as long as I stuck by you in this, that it'd all be okay. Everything, the house, the old neighborhood. If it was important to you, Scott, I made it important to me. Why wasn't that enough? What else could I have done?
There's nothing you could do. And there's nothing you're supposed to do now.
I can't accept that.
Heather, please.
Oh, God.
Heather.
Please don't leave me,
Heather,
Scott.
please,
Don't
don't
leave
make me hurt
please.
you anymore.
I'll never give you the chance to hurt me again, Scott.
What is romance without a candle?
Tesoro, you can't leave me alone so long. I miss you too much.
Oh, you're crazy. You're adorable. Get back upstairs. Want to get a Scott? One of the most beautiful evening of our lives.
I just want you back in my bed.
Buddy?
There, right there. Yeah?
Will you talk to someone?
Yeah, Vance, who else? I, put together a little tray for him. He's gonna be studying all night, and, he's gonna need his strength. So, it's gonna be a long night. Hopefully a very long night.
All that food's for one person?
Yeah, Vance, he has, a very healthy appetite. More healthy than I thought.
Well, after you take that food up to Vance, I'd like you to do me a favor.
What?
Will you drive me over to see Brandon?
Are you serious?
I'm going nuts, Bunny. I just want to kiss him goodnight and tuck him in. That way maybe I can get some sleep.
Yeah, we'll heat up some milk.
What, by myself?
Yeah. You know those little black knobs in the front of the stove, Gene? You turn them to the right, and up comes this little flame. It's amazing.
You're very funny, Bunny. What, are you on kitchen strike or something?
No, I'm just not your personal chef. I'm not your personal chauffeur either, and I'm certainly not your personal lapdog.
One little comment.
Yeah. It was a good point, and I took it to heart.
I'm sorry. I guess this is what I get when I don't compliment your veal marsala.
Gina, please. If I was waiting for a compliment from you, I'd have a very long, very white beard.
I've had a lot on my mind, Bunny. You don't know what it's like to feel totally abandoned and deserted.
Yeah, I do. But I'm over it now.
Well, you're in some mood tonight. Thanks for nothing.
You know what?
What?
We forgot to have dessert.
Can't say I missed it.
I'm going to fix it for you. I want you to close your eyes.
No, I want to see who I'm kissing.
Are you going to be stubborn about this?
About what?
I have a Parisian delight for you. And you are going to ruin it if you don't cooperate.
A Parisian delight. Now, that sounds either it's perfume, I hope not, or a dirty movie, maybe.
Well, are you going to close your eyes?
Yes, ma'am.
No cheating. Open your mouth.
What?
Be trusting this one.
All right. Oh, my God. Chocolate.
I found this store on the Rue de la Paix. Have you ever tasted anything more delectable in your entire life?
Yeah. Please.
I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here because I have another surprise. Still taste like chocolate?
I need a little more.
Big old thing. Cointreau.
Cointreau.
It's supposed to taste great with chocolate, but don't, you know, take my word for it.
Yeah. Cointreau does taste great with chocolate.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's pretty good with fingers, too. Them Parisians know how to do dessert.
Well, I gotta tell you, I saw so many things. I can't wait till you go there with me. I have a million things to show you.
Tell me.
Well, Kelly and I, we would bundle up and we would walk along the Seine, and I saw the most wonderful, delicate little icicles hanging from the trees. I mean, it was just so magical. And then it would get so cold, we would run into a little cafe and we would sit there inhaling all the smells of coffee and, oh, the most hot, crusty
the brioche. Don't tell me about that stuff. I'm overloading. That's way too wonderful. Don't say it.
It was lonely, too. I missed you so.
I missed you, too.
But everywhere I went, I would think, remember this, because you're going to share this with him someday.
Wonder if my brother and his wife will still be living there when we get there.
Yeah, I think so. In their house, they looked pretty settled.
What?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about their baby.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
No, it was really good, actually. I really can't describe to you the wonderful feeling it was to hold that little girl. She was just beautiful and... Well, actually, I'm a little embarrassed to tell you what I did, but...
What'd you do?
I pulled up her sleeve and looked under her arm.
What are you talking about? You looked for
Yeah.
Adriana's birthmark?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I know it was a little crazy. I didn't expect to find it. I knew it wouldn't be there.
Oh, Eden, listen. We are gonna find it. No matter how long it takes. Our little baby is gonna come back to us.
You really make me believe that. That's why I can't wait to meet Sandra. I mean, when can I meet her?
Michael, I love him so much. I was willing to give him everything, and it just wasn't enough.
Listen to me. Whatever Scott is searching for, it wasn't some deficiency of yours that drove him to it. It has got nothing to do with you. It's got to do with him.
I wish I could make it not hurt so much, Michael.
I wish you could, too.
You know what I mean? He told me that he still loved me, but, you know, what difference does it make? If he's going back to Celeste, what the hell difference does it make if he loves me or not?
Almost makes it worse.
You know, and all this crap about loving two people at the same time, I don't buy it. I think it's just an excuse for him so he can have it both ways.
Well, I don't think that Scott is as callous as that. I think that he is genuinely torn.
Why? Why, Michael? What does Celeste have that I don't have?
history.
God, am I tired of hearing that. Michael, I was young once. I went to high school. I fell in love. And if I ran into that person again now, I think that maybe I'd feel maybe just a little dim fondness, maybe even a little embarrassment about fumbling around in the back seats all those years. But I honestly don't think that I'd be filled with this tragic sense of loss. I don't understand.
Yeah, but you had a chance with your high school sweetheart to play it out, and it faded. They never had that chance.
What are you saying, Michael?
That something could have driven the two of them apart. I mean, something that they had no control over, their parents or outside pressure. I don't know.
You do know exactly, don't you, Michael? What, did Celeste come over here and already fill you in on the whole touching saga? Tell me, what was she, dragged sobbing from Scott's arms and locked in the closet by her mother because she was too young to get married? What, Michael?
Heather, I told you, I don't know the exact circumstance, and it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to figure out with you what's happening.
Sorry, I can't.
Hey, come on, don't.
Michael, I don't need an impartial observer right now, okay? I don't need to be slapped in the face with the fact that you have already taken Celeste's side.
I am not taking her side. How many times do I have to tell you this? Celeste is my friend. So what? There is so much more that we have. You're my sister. I love you.
Yeah, funny, isn't it? You and Scott, you both love me. How come I've never felt more alone than now in my entire life?
Heather.
It was a big funeral?
Not really. The strangest thing was that his friends looked worse than he did. They must have been his drinking buddies.
I'm still grappling with that.
What?
The fact that your father was an alcoholic.
Do you think that that explains things?
Well, I think it might explain why you have trouble trusting men, and if I'm honest with myself, it probably explains why you stuck by me this long.
Do you think that I'm repeating old patterns? No matter how bad it gets, it's still familiar?
I'd like to think not. I'd like to think you just want to play out the scenario with a happy ending this time.
That's why I'm here. Because I love you. And I believe in you. And I know that you're going to fix it. And I know that you're going to make it.
Well, keep telling me that. I'm not so good at remembering it when you're not around.
Who's that?
I haven't the vaguest idea. Oh, I don't believe it.
I'd just like to see Brandon for a minute. I'd just like to say goodnight.
He's in bed, Gina.
It's not even 10 o'clock. Brandon never goes to bed this early.
Maybe it's because no one ever noticed he was sleeping.
Oh, you're back. Well, I know why he went to bed early. You two were probably boring him to death.
I'm not really up for this. I'm going to let you two hash it out. I'm going to go for a walk.
It'll only take a minute.
It's all right. I need some air.
Well, congratulations, Gina. Julia just got back from her father's funeral, and you've already driven her out of her own house.
Well, it may be her house, but it's my son. And I'm not going to stand here and let her tell me how to be a mother.
Yeah, it's a little late for a crash course anyway.
I just want to kiss Brandon goodnight.
And burst into tears and have him feel sick and guilty and tied up in knots. No, I'm not going to wake him up for that, Gina. Good night.
Well, what about tomorrow? Do you think I can meet her then?
I think we should give it a day or two. She was extremely upset tonight.
I don't think we should waste any time. After all, I'm Adriana's mother. Seeing me might trigger something.
Yeah, it might.
After all,
I just don't think we
everything
should
you said
expect too much. That's all, not at the top.
What do you mean?
I mean, she can be a very difficult woman at times, and she may seem remote to you at first. She may even seem flat out cold.
I thought you said that she had a personal stake in this, that she actually wanted to find our baby even more than we did.
Well, she wants to find the baby, yeah.
And why would she be cold to me?
Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, my God. When? Yeah, I'll hold. Sandra was just taken into emergency. She OD'd on pills. Yeah. Is she conscious? I'm on my way.
I made her feel good. I did. Vanessa, questo cuore va a ballare con il vento. Tu sei io, Mario, sono io gatto alla piazza di Spagna.
Don't stop, Bunny. It's beautiful.
Didn't hear you come back. Did you see Brandon?
No. Mason wouldn't let me near him. Oh, Bunny. I need a friend.
I'm sorry you're so miserable. Must be terrible for you without Brandon here.
It's just that there's nothing really important in my life anymore. I can't point over there and say, well, at least I have that. I feel so badly without him. But when I came in here and I heard you speaking, whatever it was you were reciting, it made me feel like there was a little bit of sanity somewhere. Say some more.
Some more what?
Italian, the poem you were reciting.
I was just thinking out loud.
Whatever it was, you were certainly glowing while you were saying it.
I think it's time I say goodnight, Gina.
Do you have to?
It's getting very late.
Bunny, look, I'm sorry about the comment I made the other day about you being a lapdog. I didn't mean it. It was tasteless.
It's okay, really.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, then could I have a hug? I'd kill for one.
Of course you could.
Traitore! Mascalzone! Oh, disgraziato! And you're worse than he is. Bunny, are you all right?
I think so.
I've never seen Vance like that. He has quite a temper.
Tell me about it.
I guess he saw you put your arms around me. I guess say I'm kind of flattered.
Flattered?
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, I always knew Vance had a crush on me.
Oh. You're back.
Yeah, I got back a few hours ago. I wanted to thank you for your letter and for the flowers and for your prayers.
I'm sorry that there wasn't more that I could do. Terrible thing. Losing a parent. Even when you're on your own. For a long time. You were close to your dad?
No. I wish that I could say that I made some peace with him before he died, but I didn't really. I don't really understand him any better than I did before.
Still, I'm sure it was real important that you were there for him at the end.
Right. I still have 1,000 things unresolved.
I'll join the club.
This is not the most stable time for either one of us for a change. I read your letter, and I think that you're doing the right thing.
Well, thanks. I'm just beginning to get reconciled to the idea of not being a priest anymore. But the hard thing is just trying to figure out what I'm going to be instead.
Do you have any idea what you're going to do?
For now, I think I'm just going to get out and try and do something physical for a while. Just work with my hands all day, come home exhausted.
That doesn't sound like you.
Well, I just got to get out of my head, give myself a jolt. You know, I've been intellectualizing for so long. Time for a change.
Well, you're going to have a lot of changing no matter what you do, and you're going to have a lot less time alone.
Yeah, well, I think I'm probably looking forward to that maybe most of all.
I would be very happy to know that you will eventually find someone to share your life with because you deserve that. You have a lot to give.
If I do, I have you to thank for putting me in touch with that. I have to wonder what would happen if I'd made this decision a few months ago. I hope that it doesn't upset you that I say that.
No. Because what matters is where we are right now. friends, always. And even if that's all we can ever be, it's still a lot, isn't it?
It's more than most people ever get.
Did I hurt you?
Stay away from me.
Oh, forgive me, Otto. I took one look at that woman's arms around you and I became an animal. My blood turned to fire.
Yeah? Well, I'm the one with the third-degree burns here.
I'm so sorry. But I could feel one hair on your beautiful head.
You called me a traitor.
Why did you have your arms around her?
She misses her boy. She needed a shoulder to cry on. This was that shoulder. You should have known that.
Oh, I'm such a fool. I'm blinded by passion. Oh, don't be angry, Bernardo. I love you. I love you so much.
Vanessa.
What?
What we have between us is so special. But love, you're so young. I think love is something you have yet to discover.
Don't say that. I know what I know, and I know what I feel, and there's only one name to call it by.
I think you better put that down.
Don't tell me what to do, Jed. It's my house.
That's not going to solve anything.
Yeah, right. I mean, be sensible about this whole thing. I mean, Scott might want to live here with Celeste, right?
Heather, I don't think he'd do that to you.
Then why not burn the damn place down, Jed? It's no good to him. It's no good to me. Every time I drive by here, I'll have to remember this. You know, I always hated old houses, Jed. I always hated them. And then when Scott first brought me here, I lied to him. I outright lied. I told him I thought it had charm. But all I could see was a lot of dirt and months of inconvenience.
Well, it has been that.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know when it was, but, one day this house kind of sneaked in and claimed me. I kind of saw the funny molding in the corners. It was kind of like his friends, you know. Somebody that I'd want to introduce my children to someday.
What's wrong?
Is this real?
What?
I was dreaming about you.
Looks like your fever broke. How do you feel?
I can't tell. I feel like I'm still half in that dream.
Well, what was it?
I was walking down Grant Street. You know, by the old softball field.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking for you, like I kept calling for you, but you never came.
Yes, I did. I'm here, Celeste. And this is where I'm going to stay.
What does that mean?
It's over. Heather and me.
Are you sure?
This isn't the time for you and I to talk about this. We're going to have tomorrow and a lot of other days after that. I want you to get some rest.
I can't believe this.
It had to happen. And you know that?
I didn't know anything. I was so afraid to wish. You know what they always say, be careful what you wish for. And I didn't want anybody to get hurt, Scott. I really didn't.
I know that. And I didn't either. But we were just hurting ourselves, weren't we? By not living what was in our hearts.
What the hell did you think you were doing? Son, look at me, talk to me.
It was an accident.
What, you were upset about something? Did you have another vision?
No.
Tell me the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
Then why did you run away?
Because I had to get out of there. Because I was going crazy in that room. Because I couldn't breathe. I had to get some air. So I went to the beach.
It didn't occur to you that might be a dangerous thing to do?
It was dark out. It was nighttime. I didn't think anyone was going to follow me.
I see. So you just ran off to the beach so you could get some fresh air. Is that it? I see. And then when you were there, you were having such a great time, you decided to take a bottle of tranquilizers? Is that it?
The pills were prescribed to me a long time ago. My head sometimes gets cluttered and I just can't stop the spinning. So I just took one too many.
You would put yourself in an insanely vulnerable position like that, knowing that there is somebody out in this town who wants to kill you?
I didn't care. I didn't think. I didn't want to think. I just wanted out. Just wanted out. I didn't mean to worry you.
Look. I've tried to tell you how much I value the work you've done for me. I don't know how to put it into words, even. But I can't be with you every minute. My wife has been gone for weeks. She just came home.
I know that.
I told her about all the things that you've done for us. She's so excited about it that she can't sit still. There's nothing she wants more in the world than to meet you. Oh, come on. Please don't cry. Please.
I just realized how stupid I've been. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
You just had a bad scare. Some man attempts on your life. You're tired. You don't want to be locked up like that. It's understandable. Let me take you back to the hotel. You get a good night's sleep. Things will seem
No, Cruz. I don't want to go back to the hotel. Please don't go back. Please.
Hey. Okay.